In my last video about the Mercedes 300D, I high pressure cleaned the fuel tank. I got a comment about treating and sealing the inside of the tank, what I should have done. After reinstalling, the fuel tank actually started leaking. Yeah, it has now a lot of small pinholes. And here we are again and doing it this time hopefully right. First plan is to seal it from the outside with JB Weld. And then we have like a three-stage process. So the first one is cleaning, and then there's a rust busting step in it, and the last step is the sealant, which is supposed also to close small pinholes. The tank looks okay from the inside with the torch, but if you use the torch to put some light off the outside, we see all those little holes. First we need to find all the small pinholes. It's pretty easy if you have a strong torch. I just have some light inside of the tank and make it really dark in the room, and I can see all the small pinholes. And I'm going to sand them down a little bit and apply some JB Weld. Before sanding you couldn't really tell where the holes were, but now you see all these little small black dots, and then there's this little bigger hole. I'm applying JB Weld from the outside. Apparently it's even resistant to fuel, but I don't think that's relevant because the sealant will seal it off from the inside, so it doesn't really get in contact with fuel. The JB Weld cured and should not have any leaks anymore. I didn't test it because I think the cleaning might create new pinholes, so I'm not too concerned about that at the moment. I blocked off the openings with just silicone. Same here, just put bolts in it and plugged it up with silicones. So it's ready for the first clean. It's saying you should use a 1-to-1 ratio with warm water. I prepared here, so I will use 2 liters water and 2 liters of cleaning solvent. Is it leaking at all? No, looks pretty good. All right, so now the same amount as I filled in water with solvent. So this is 4 liters, so half of it. So we will now let it soak for a while, and then we will shake it again, rotate it, soak, shake it, rotate for a while. I let it soak overnight, and during the time I rotated it multiple times. I filled up the tank with water to test for leaks, and actually there's one small leak down there. So I'm going to patch it from the outside as well before doing the next round of cleaning. The tank should not leak anymore, and I'm going to do the final step of the cleaning. So same again, hot water, and then the cleaning product. Compared to how it was looking before I cleaned the tank, this looks so much better now. The fuel tank is cleaned and dried, and now it's time to do the rust removal. It's saying I should do it for a minimum of 20 minutes and every 5 minutes rotating it. And otherwise it's saying for heavy rust up to 2 hours. Sounds like work. For 2 hours, every 5 minutes, shaking the tank. I think roughly 20 minutes per side. I let it soak, and I will catch it just in case I have to reapply it. And then I'm going to flush it first with tap water. And after that, I'm going to use distilled water and then force dry.
So I'm using demineralized water to flush it.
Here the inside after applying the rust conversion and letting it dry.
Okay, now the final step. Now it's time for the sealant. I put some foil over the cap so the sealant is not damaging the cap. So I hooked it up to the ceiling on the opposite side of the inlet and tried to drain it. It does not drain, but it does drain if I move it.
So this is my final result. I think it looks alright. There are a couple of bits where it's thick and runners in there. I'm not sure what I've done wrong, but please let me know in the comments.
I already primed the bits where I lost the original paint. The rest I just sanded and now giving it a quick spray. Here we are with the fuel tank a week later, and the sealant is now completely cured and ready to be installed. Was it fun? Not so sure. I just wanted to clean the fuel sieve and ended up doing a whole restoration of the fuel tank. Price-wise, the sealant kit was around 200 Australian dollars, paint $20. JB Weld I still had lying around, so maybe another 20 bucks on that. Yeah, so that's it. Thanks for watching.